Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Canal Algérie Midnight News, and these are our top stories. The President of the Republic offered his condolences following the death of Mujahid Mohammed Saeed Nate Abdelaziz, Honorary President of the Algerian Economic Renewal Council and well known for his numerous contributions in various fields. Algeria strongly condemns the recognition by the Zionist entity of Somaliland, an act deemed contrary to the sovereignty of Somalia. Algeria also expresses its concerns regarding the development in Yemen, fearing repercussions for its national unity. The Prime Minister presided over on Saturday at the international conference here in Algiers, the Legal Security Seminar and its impact on economic development. Morocco faces growing humanitarian crisis as marginalized regions are ignored. Welcome back. First off, we start with the President of the Republic's message of condolences following the death of the war veteran Mujahid Mohammed Saeed Nate Abdelaziz, President of the Algerian Economic Renewal Council, and the message reads as follows. It is with great sadness and profound sorrow that I learned of the Mujahid passing. The deceased was one of the most prominent national figures in the field of national economy, in addition to his effective contribution to the Union and media activities concerning economic reforms and investment climate in Algeria. In this painful ordeal, the President of the Republic offers his sincere condolences and expresses his deepest sympathy to his family as well as to the business and union representatives, praying Allah to grant the deceased his holy mercy and to welcome him in his vast paradise, and to grant his beloved ones patience and solace. To Allah we belong, and to him we shall return. From liberation to the nation building, the late Mujahid Mohammed Saeed Nate Abdelaziz emerged as prominent national figure. His contribution extended beyond defending Algeria during the French colonial period to participate in the nation-building process. Through his active role in the advancing of the national economy, his distinguished career in the trade union movement involved supporting and defending national economic institutions. Rani al-Bahri.
From the liberation of the country to building its economy after independence, this was the life journey of the late freedom fighter Mohammed Saeed Nate Abdelaziz. His path wasn't only a professional or trade union career, it was a continuation of a deep national commitment that began when he fought as a mujahid in the liberation revolution against colonialism. During that time, he learned the values of sacrifice, loyalty, and love of the homeland. Mohammed Saeed Nate Abdelaziz believed that true independence is only complete with a strong national economy and effective institutions. For this reason, he became one of the key figures in economic and trade union work in Algeria. He was known for defending employers and economic institutions within a balanced national vision, where initiative and investment are driver of development and social stability. During his long leadership of National Confederation of Employers, he raised important issues related to economic reform, improving the investment climate, and building trust between economic actors and public authorities. In all his work, he always put Algeria and its highest interests above everything else. His rich career earned him respect and recognition in economic and national circles. He was appointed honorary president of the Algerian Economic Renewal Council, a well-deserved recognition of his position, experience, and contributions to the national economy. As we say goodbye today to this great national figure, we remember his remarkable journey and his human and patriotic qualities, which will remain forever in our collective memory.
This Saturday, a solemn funeral was held at Al Ashur Cemetery in the capital for the late Mujahid Mohammed Saeed Nate Abdelaziz. His family, close friends, and a large number of citizens accompanied the deceased to his final resting place. Algeria strongly condemns the Zionist occupation authorities against recognition of the territory of Somaliland, an illegal step that strongly undermined the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Federal Republic of Somalia, as well as posing direct threat to peace, security and stability in the region. Algeria affirms that this unacceptable and reprehensible actions constitutes a clear violation of the principles enshrined in the Charter of the UN and the founding principles of the African Union. In this context, Algeria reaffirms its unwavering support to the Federal Republic of Somalia in confronting this direct threat and its implication for its security and stability, that of the entire region of the Horn of Africa. Algeria continues to follow with great concerns the development in the province of Mahra and Hadramaut in the Republic of Yemen and the consequences that might affect the stability and national unity of the country. Algeria has done its best to contain the crisis through peaceful means and reiterate its calls for diplomatic efforts aiming to spare the Yemeni Republic from further instability and division. Algeria calls upon all parties involved to act responsibly, enabling comprehensive political process to take place in order to restore security, stability, preserving Yemen's unity, sovereignty and territorial integrity. In Algeria, the Prime Minister Sifi Ghrieb opened this Saturday at Abdelatif Rahal International Conference Centre the National Seminar Legal Certainty and its Impact on Economic Development, held under the high patronage of the President of the Republic, Al-Majid Tebboune. The seminar focused on the concept of legal certainty, its legislative and practical dimensions, the way to strengthen governance and management security. The opening ceremony was attended by Azouz Nasri, President of the Council of the Nation, Leila Aslawi, President of the Constitution Court, Lotfi Boujma'a, Minister of Justice and Keeper of the Seals, Member of the Government, Mohamed Hamouche, Advisor to the President for Legal and Judicial Affairs, and Farid Yassi, Advisor to the President for Finance, Banking, Budget, Foreign Exchange Reserves, Public Procurement and International Payment. We listen.
In addition to the constitutional enshrinement of freedom of trade, investment and entrepreneurship, the principle of the national security and the far-reaching reforms ordered by the President of the Republic, which have been effectively implemented, notably through the revision of regulatory and institutional framework for investment, the exploitation and development of economic land, and the reform of the banking and financial system, and the public procurement code. The President of the Republic has placed the manager at the center of his concerns. As one of the main pillars of the development dynamic, he called from the outset of decriminalization of management and clearly emphasized in his program the need to enshrine the policy of protecting honest state officials who carry out management activities. This foresight aims to make Algeria a model in terms of linking knowledge and innovation on the one hand, and law and development on the other, and to remove all differences between the public and private sectors and strengthen the complementarity between these two sectors in order to create an environment that encourages entrepreneurship and investment based on transparency, competence and competitiveness.
الأعمال والاستثمار ترتكز على الشفافية والكفاءة والتنافسية.
The Prime Minister emphasized that the state's commitment to set a legal certainty on solid foundations with the aim of preserving economic activity and stability of legislations.
The state has ensured that legal security is based on clarity, consistency, predictability and stability of practice, avoiding any repetitive changes that could negatively affect economic activity and the retroactivity of laws, while consistently working to evaluate the efficiency of legal texts after the entry into force. In this context, the government has ensured the consistency of policies and the complementarity of texts, in particular by broadening consultations to all stakeholders during their drafting and by addressing their concerns and proposals in the best possible way, as part of the participatory approach aimed at achieving consensus on texts that ensure the legal system is consistent with the state's economic and financial policies.
توافقية تضمن تناسق المنظومة القانونية مع السياسات الاقتصادية والمالية للدولة.
A reunion where legal security and its role in economic development was a key topic, showing how the judicial mechanism can encourage investment and reinforce national economy. Report by Walid Yousfi, taken up by Mena Boubagra.
Legal security and its impact on economic development were at the heart of the discussions at this forum, an event that aims to examine the role of a stable legal framework in improving the business climate and investment attractiveness. The importance of the core issue, which is the decriminalization of management activities, as this mainly involves placing all economic actors within a sound legal and judicial environment. When we speak of legal security, first and foremost, we are speaking of the decriminalization of management activities. If so, we can allow large investors to come and invest here in Algeria, which will lead to sustainable economic development, which of course benefits our country. Several workshops were organized throughout the day, addressing the legal mechanisms capable of creating an environment conducive to initiative and investment. One of the questions that arose today was about discriminalizing management. We don't have a clear definition of what management entails, so the topic of the workshops that will be conducted are about working on this context to create a more peaceful, stable environment that allows innovation with strong and courageous decisions by Algerian business leaders, which would lead to a faster, stronger economy in 2026. And of course, for someone like me who works in the world of startup technology, a dynamic field that develops at a high frequency, so we need quick decision making and therefore regulatory changes. A forum that is a part of a drive towards modernization, aiming to establish a framework conducive to investment while also fostering confidence and driving growth and economic development.
On the international scene, social tensions are escalating in Morocco. Throughout the country, marginalized populations are living precarious lives. The Moroccan Association for the Defense of Human Rights denounces the lack of support and calls on the authorities. Rania Bahri.
Year after year, the same problems continue in Morocco. Big inequalities are never fixed. Many regions are ignored and not important to the Makhzen. Due to this, even a small problem can quickly turn into a humanitarian crisis.
Where are you? What about your responsibilities for us? Did you forget that we will meet again in the afterlife? There are no hospitals, no jobs. Young people are being lost. Look at the city. It looks like we are still in 1960. The ones responsible must be punished.
From north to south, the situation looks the same. Infrastructure is weak, social services almost do not exist. People are abandoned, left alone to face crisis and suffering without help or protection. At the same time, government promises remain empty words and announced projects never happen. The Moroccan Association for the Defense of Human Rights released a statement blaming the Makhzen for the worsening humanitarian situation in marginalized areas.
The situation in this village is completely disastrous. We are the last concern of this government. I saw a woman who spent 38 years working in education, and at the end of her life, she could not even afford to pay for her medicine.
Between what officials say and what people live every day, the gap keeps growing. While only a small group close to the Makhzen lives well, one question remains: how long will poverty continue to be ignored?
That was the Midnight News. On behalf of all the team that made this broadcast possible, I do thank you for watching us. Stay tuned on Canal Algérie. Bye for now.